before we formally start, okay, so before we formally start, let's have a small introduction. So, hi, this side Shwetangi. As I have already mentioned my name regarding my experience, having an experience of 18 plus year in this education industry. Started as an assistant professor, then associate, done my PhD in artificial intelligence and machine learning, and start then shifted to the K-12 industry, started as a student mentor, and then promoted as a teacher trainer. So that is something I am enjoying a lot because I am getting chance to interact with teachers like you. That is something enjoying a lot in that. So that's it all about me. I request everyone, those who are present over here, that from which place you all are joining. I just request you to please put that in the chat. So for me, that I am from Chhattisgarh, Bhilai. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Shilpi ma'am, Sharmila ma'am, that's great. Hyderabad, yeah, that's great. Kerala, that's nice. Manali, great. That's nice. Bangalore, Lucknow, great. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, everyone. So before we formally again start, let me set the agenda for today's session. Made Rihanna, great, great. Today's session is about web development. The content part, we are going to start with the basic web development. And one last thing I want, teachers, those who have joined, I request you to please type in the chat the grades you are taking or the classes you are taking. Suppose Ankit sir is taking grade 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's great. Sharmila ma'am 6 to 7. Fifth to fifth, great. Swati ma'am, Ravi sir 6 to 9. Gita ma'am 8. Kunjan ma'am 6 to 12. Great, great. I think Vinod sir is taking, okay, yeah, that's right. The Rising School. Okay, that's great. Monica ma'am, yeah, fifth to eighth grade. Great. It's really nice meeting you all, and I can feel the energy. If it is possible, please keep your cameras on so that we can have an interactive session. So are we ready, everyone? I request everyone to be ready with full energy. I know that's a like evening time. Requesting everyone to have your tea, coffee, lemon water, whatever you want, and then let's start. So with your permission, let me start sharing my screen. I hope my screen will be visible to you in a fraction of a second. Is it visible? Can anyone, okay. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I again welcome everyone over here in this training. Just setting up the agenda for that. Today we will be working on the basic of web development. This is a topic for grade 6 to 8. Now, how we are going to work? So it is going to be, I will be delivering the content. I request everyone, whatever questions, whatever doubt you all are having, that we are going to discuss at the end of the session. Will it be fine for everyone? Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you all are already following. I didn't need to mention, but yes, again, just keep your cameras on. Be present and engaging. Feel free, whatever questions you have, please do ask that and keep your microphones on mute if you are having a background noise. Okay. So I think everyone nowadays is using the internet. Yes or no? I think yes. So I will just like to know, why do we need internet, or what is the use we are doing with the internet? Usually in day-to-day life, we are using the internet, but for what purpose? I request you to please write down in the chat for that. We are using internet or we are not using internet. Then how we are meeting right now? One of the live example. Thank you so much, Pinky ma'am. But I just want yes or no, but where we are using. I have just given one yes to communicate, to connect with people. Yes, great, great. Educational purpose, almost everywhere, yes. And right now also, why and how it is possible? That is because of the internet only. It has become an integral part of our day-to-day life. Yes or no? Online studies, yes. We use websites on our phones, laptops, or computers to do lot many activities. Maybe it's for education, maybe it's for shopping, maybe it's for business. Lot many purposes we have. Now, have you ever given a thought on that how these websites are made? Daily we are using something or else Google, or we are using Wikipedia, or we are using YouTube, something or else we are using Amazon, Flipkart, Zomato, whatever you are using. So how they are made? Okay, I'm getting the answers over here. HTML, great, great. Thank you for online application. That's great. CSS, yes. It's playing a crucial role in our life. Yes. Thank you so much, teachers. Yes. One more questions for you. And I know that you all are going to give the answers. Now, these are some very common icons that we use daily. I just request you to please write down like what is the purpose of this particular icon. I can annotate it also over here. What is the purpose of this particular icon? Anyone would like to tell me? Then what is the purpose of this? Yes, great, great, great. That's nice. Now, great. Yes, that's nice. Great. That is for search. One of the purpose of Google is for search. I agree with it. Next, this is browsing everything. Yes, great. Second one, when we are talking about, this is for research, Wikipedia. Yeah, I got it. Yes, this is something very famous. Everyone will be knowing this up. Red color one. Answer I didn't got till now. Got that from Swati ma'am. Yes, great, great. YouTube, yes. Anyone who has not used YouTube till now? Anyone who has not used YouTube till now, any purpose you have, that doesn't matter over here. Anyone who has not used YouTube? Okay, Ravisha, you have not? Okay, that's great. That's great that you have not used it. Nowadays, even the small kids are also using that. Now, next meetings, that is your Google Meet. Yes. This I can say I am also, yeah, Insta, yeah, Swati ma'am. I am also not using that. So I am not going to ask that question to everyone that, yeah, I am also not using Instagram. Yes. Now, the last one, Insta we use for social update. That's great. Now, what about last? Minecraft. That also I have like seen but not used much. That is for games. So let's learn about these things. Let's learn about websites. Coming to, we are going to create the projects in the web development. Before that, let's see the introduction to the HTML. As you already have mentioned, the HTML is a main language behind working of this website. Yes. Now, what do you mean by website? Simply, a website is made up of several web pages. Yes or no? It's just like a book. It's just like a book, which consists of n number of web pages. We use different computer languages or tools to build these web pages, and one of them is HTML. One of them is HTML. Now, when you talk about web page, what is a web page? It's like a simple, yeah, got the answers as collection of web pages also. That's great. That's great. Now, a collection of web pages. Okay, what is a web page? It is a special document that you can open using only web browsers. Each web page has its own URL. That is Uniform Resource Locator. Now, let's try to find the similarities or the relationship between the websites and the book. When you talk about a book, what is a book? Book is a collection of pages which has something related information that can be in the form of pictures, that can be in the form of text. Same goes with the website also. Website is a collection of web pages which carry similar type of information in the form of text, images, or links. Now, coming over here, what is web development? So in very simple terms, the process of creating websites and web pages is called as web development. As you all have already mentioned this thing, that websites are made from the following first. The most important part is played by HTML, hypertext markup language. Next, to provide styling to it, we use CSS, cascading style sheet. To provide functionality, we use JavaScript. Now, if I am going to relate that to a building of a car. If you talk about the structure of a car, so how it is made, it is like the HTML, which is responsible for making the structure of a web page. If you try to find the analogy between the structure of a car and website development, so the structure will be done with the help of HTML. Now, that car is not looking very nice because it is not having the color, it is not having the wheels and all. So the styling is done using CSS. As the name suggests, cascading style sheet. It styles the HTML to make it visually appealing. Okay, I have a very good car. It is very good in looking, but it's stagnant. It is not at all moving. Is it useful? Is it going to be useful to everyone? I have a very good car which cannot move, which cannot do anything. No. So to provide functionality, we are going to have the JavaScript to make the web page more interactive and to provide the functionality. We are going to use the JavaScript. Now, let's talk about the first very important language, that is HTML, hypertext markup language. What is the purpose of that language? It helps you to display colorful text, images, backgrounds to your web page. Now, okay, towards the left-hand side, what is this Google Chrome? You might have seen this. Google Chrome, we have Apple Safari, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla, Internet Explorer. What are this? We have seen this thing. Anyone would like to say something on this? Yes, thank you so much, web browsers. Yeah, some of the very famous web browsers. So what is a web browser? A web browser is a software which is used to view the web pages. Good evening, good evening. Now, when you enter a web address, the browser takes that address and asks the server for the HTML code of that particular website. So that is a web browser. And it will going to fetch the particular code and then display the web page on your screen. That is the work of a web browser. That is going to fetch the HTML code of that particular address which you have entered, as we call as the website address. And then it is going to display the content on the screen. So that is the purpose of the web browser. Any doubt anyone is having in this? I hope no. Okay, fine. No issues. We will discuss everything in the last, no issues. Any doubts, if you have, just keep that a note of it in a notebook or somewhere else. And then in the last, we are going to discuss that. Now, let's start with the basic terminologies that we are going to use throughout the session, throughout whenever you teach, whenever you learn HTML. What are that basic terminologies? So let's work on them. The very common word that you are going to come across, that is a tag. What is tag? A tag is the keyword that tells the browser how to display that piece of content or text. Whatever you want to display on the website, how it should be displayed, that will be decided by the tag. So basically, there are two types of tag. One, that is a container tag. When you talk about the container tag, it is written in pair. Container means which is going to have a starting and which is going to have an ending. So we call it as the opening tag and the closing tag. So here, when you talk about the container tag, so when you have an opening tag as well as the closing tag, then it is known as the container tag. Any doubt till this point? Now, coming to next. Empty tag. When we have simple tag without any closing tag. Without any closing tag. This is only the opening tag without any closing tag. It is called as the empty tag. Most of the tags over in this HTML are container tags. Some are exceptions. No doubt we have empty tags also. But most of them are container tags. Now, next very important thing, element. What do you mean by element? These are the basic terms when you learn or when you teach HTML, you should be aware about. So now coming to element. Elements are like the building block of HTML. If we are building a house, so bricks play a very important role. Bricks are called as the building block of your house. Same way the elements are called as the building blocks of HTML. How they are defined? They are defined with the help of the opening tag. Then we are going to have some content and then the closing tag. This complete makes a particular element: opening, content, and closing tag. Now, next very important thing, attribute. What do you mean by attribute? Attributes are the modifiers of the HTML elements. They hold extra information about an element. Like if you talk about over here, H1 is your element and it has the content as hello. Element, when you talk about, it is the H1 and hello is the content for that. This much is your element. Now, can you see that the output is coming in red color? The output is coming in red color. So what is that? That is an extra information. That is known as the attribute. That is known as the attribute. Maybe the size, maybe the color. So all this comes under the category of attribute, extra information. Now, let's start discussing the basic structure. When you talk about the basic structure of HTML, it is going to start with doc type HTML. What that means? It is a particular keyword that tells the browser that it is a HTML document. It is written over here doc, TYPE type HTML. That means it is a HTML document. Is this clear to everyone? Thank you so much, teachers. Thank you so much. Now, next very important thing. That is the HTML. As we know that we are going to start with building of websites. The main language we are going to use is HTML and it is the main dominating container-based language. That means maximum tags which we are going to use, they are going to be of container type. So here we are going to start with the main container, that is HTML. It is going to start up over here and it is going to end over here. Everything what we are going to write will be inside this container only. That's why it is called as the main element of the HTML document. Now, next, inside your HTML tag, we have head. Head contains the information such as the title of the web page, the style of the web page, or any other meta information if needed. It will be inside the head only. So if you want to have an analogy, so if you will consider our body, so our body is the HTML complete tag. In this is the head portion, because brain is the something which is the most important part and it runs the overall body. Yes or no? I hope everyone agree to that. Brain is the main part which runs all over the body. That is something. So here we have the title information and the styling of the web page all takes place inside the head. Next, title. What do you mean by title? Title defines the theme or the title of that HTML document. The text we type inside this particular container appears in the browser's title bar. So that's why it is called as the title of your HTML page. Now, if I am going to put the title as Saving Endangered Species, then the title will come as Saving Endangered Species in the browser title bar. Now, let's talk about the second thing, that is body. Body, here all the information will be inside that. That means content part will be inside this body. It can be text, it can be something like images, links, background images, everything will be inside this body only. Now, here, if I want to write something like saving endangered species, so here it will come like this because this is the content of my web page. Any doubt till this point do we have? Anyone has any doubt till this point? So let's code that up. I hope my screen is visible. I hope my code playground screen is visible. Is it visible? Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. So how I reached over here, you have to log in with your teacher account, go to Techie, and in that you are going to have the code garage. I have just opened the web development file over here. Now let's start writing. So first thing, this is already your HTML web page browser. So we don't need all that to write doc type HTML. If you are writing, it's good to go. If you're not writing, then also it's okay over here. But if you are doing it with the help of Notepad, it is compulsory to write it over there. So I am putting the main container, that is HTML. Then I am putting the next main container, that is head. Inside that, you are going to write the title. Let me write the title as my page. Now, when you are done with your head part, let's move to the body part. In the body, whatever you want to write. When you are done writing the codes, you are going to press this run button and you will get the output. But what is the output we are getting? Okay, yes, ma'am. I will come to that point, how to come to that page also. So for that, I will be going to my account. How we are going to do that? Just give me a second for that. Okay. I hope everyone knows how to log into your particular portal. When you log into your particular portal, you will be able to see Open Techie option. When you open Techie, you will be able to see the classrooms and all. In that, you are going to have the Code Garage. Click on Code Garage, click on Web Development, click on New Project and Web Development file. You will be landing up over here. Any doubt in this? Now, again, I am writing the code. Just give me a minute. It's better to write. It doesn't matter over here. If, something small or capital doesn't make difference in this. Now, a very important thing. When I have executed this, let me write the title as page. Okay, when I am going to execute it, I am getting the output as my page. What about the title? Always remember this title won't be coming over here because this is an online platform we are using. If you are going to do it with the help of notepad, it is going to come as the title of your that browser title that will be coming up with that page title. Here it won't be coming as we are using a online browser. Is this clear to everyone? This title is not going to come over here, but whatever other content you are going to run, that is going to come. Any doubt anyone has till this point? Thank you so much. So I have a small, as you all know that we have a pedagogy that after the learning, we have check for understanding question. Same we are going to follow over here also. So a small quiz for you all. Web development includes what? We have already discussed, that is HTML, CSS and Python, or it is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, I'm getting the answer is 2. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Now, what is a website? One single web page, a group of interlinked web pages. One single web page, or it is a group. It's a group of interlinked web pages. Great. Thank you so much. Now, Dash, collection of interlinked web pages. Thank you so much, Ankita. Dash provides extra information about an element. That also we have discussed. It's an attribute or it's a tag. Got it? Got it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, let's start creating projects in web development. We are catering today grade 6 and 7. And here we are also catering the basic topics, which are basics for wherever you start with this particular web development process. So we are starting with grade 6 project. In that, we are going to discuss the basic HTML tags and more HTML tags. So this is the project that we are going to work. This is a project that has been created from your book, page number 40. We are going to create a basic structure that we have already done, and we are going to add the, we are going to add the basic text in that. Is this clear for everyone what we are going to do? Is this clear? Okay, great. I really have a very wonderful audience that is answering me. Thank you so much. So as we have discussed about the basic tags. So what are the basic tags we are going to discuss over here? We are going to discuss heading tag. We are going to discuss paragraph tag. We are going to discuss bold tag. We are going to discuss underline tag. We are going to discuss italic, line break, and horizontal line tag. These are called as the basic tags. Now, what can you observe here? What can you observe towards the left-hand side? Something is written. And what is changing over here? Age sensitive, yes. These are the three, yes, size. Okay, yes, that's great. Exactly. They are the headings, but their sizes vary. So what is the purpose of that? So heading allow us to organize the content. Heading allow us to organize the content. So according to the need, that can be modified. Wherever I need something in a more bolder manner or more bigger manner, or I need it in a smaller form, so they can be of different size. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So when you talk about HTML, we have 6 heading tags in this. 6, H1 is the largest according to the size, and H6 is the smallest. What is the purpose of the heading tags? They are used to create titles or main heading or subheading on a web page. What is the syntax? The syntax is H1 block of the text, whatever text you want, and it's a closing tag. That means this is a container tag. Anyone has any doubt in this? Okay. No, great. Great. Now, so let me come over here. I will be coming up over here. In the body, if you want to write the heading, so how you are going to start with it? You are going to start with H1. whatever heading you want to write, let us write that. Suppose that same thing I'm going to write, that is introduction. When I'm going to execute it, see what happens. You are going to get that H1 heading in the right side of your screen. And the size is a bit big one. If you are going to do that with this 6 number, that is the smallest one, then see the difference. This is again the heading, but very small heading. So H1 being the highest, depending upon that, it is heading, subheading, or it is subheading, you can change the numbers. Someone wants to say something? Yes, they are called as empty tags. Yes, they can also function some of the tags. We are going to learn that, which doesn't require closing tag. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now coming to the next, that is paragraph. What is paragraph? Maximum information, the content that we write. It is done in the form of paragraphs. It is in the form of paragraph. It starts with a small p, and what is the block of the text you are writing? And again, it is the container tag, so it needs to have a closing tag also. Anyone has any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? No. So give me a minute for that. So let me write. I am going to again write it as H1 only so that it is visible to you all. If it is possible, I think if the screen is properly visible, I have like increased the size. Now this is much better. So let me write P over here, whatever you want to write. Website and web page. Now see what I'm going to get as the output. Website and web page. Any doubt till this point? Do anyone have? Any doubt anyone have in this? Wait. Coming back. Now, a very important tag, bold tag. What do you mean by bold tag? And what is the purpose of the bold tag? It is used to highlight a text. In MS Word, Doc, wherever we have word processor or in the PowerPoint PPTs, everywhere we have seen that B1, that is a bold to make that particular text bold. Here, how we are going to do that? That is done by writing B, again closing it. And whatever text you want to make bold, you are going to put it inside the particular B tag. Next, as usual, in the docs and all also, we have seen BIU. Bold, italic, underline. Same goes over here also. If you want to make some word in the form of italic font, that can be a phrases or any specific highlighting word you want to show. So that can also be done with the help of the I tag. Again, it remains the same. You will start the tag. You are going to put the content undone, and then you are going to end it with the help of closing tag. Now coming back, next, U tag. As the name indicates, underline. It is used to make a particular word in the form of underline. So again, you will start with U tag, then you are going to put that particular content, and then you are going to close it. Again, it's a container tag. Now, till now, we have discussed about BIU. They all are container tag. I will execute everything on the screen also, no issues. Coming to that next, the answer to your empty tags. BR. BR is the break tag. BR is the line break tag. And it is used to insert a new line into the text. And very important thing, it doesn't have any closing tag because it's an empty tag. Most of the tags in HTML have closing, but some are exceptions. So here is, you are going to write the block of the text, and then BR means break that. From that point, it will break. And whatever you are going to write after that, it is going to be coming in the Next line. Again, another tag, that is horizontal line tag. Yeah, but not exactly, sir. Now, coming to this horizontal line tag, again, it's an empty tag. Why empty? Because it is not going to have a opening and closing. So what is the purpose of that? It is used to insert, as it is like the name suggests, HR. So it is used to insert a horizontal line on a web page. So in text is, you are going to write the block of text when wherever you are going to put HR. After that, a line, that is a horizontal line, will be inserted. Any doubt anyone has till this point? I will once stop sharing my screen. Any doubt anyone has? Any doubt? Okay, so what are things I have done? Let me do it on the screen also. So for the project one, I am going to work on the project one. Let me again start sharing the screen. I hope my screen will be visible over here. So this is our project one. Here, all the text we are going to basic tags. What is the first basic tag that we have? That is H1. It's already used. H2 is used. H3 is used. Paragraph is already used. Now we are going to use the bold tag, italic tag, underline tag. Then we are going to see how the break tag and horizontal line are going to be worked on. Suppose, what is a butterfly? So I want this, a butterfly is a beautiful, a butterfly. I want to bold this butterfly. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put a B over here. Now I am going to delete this over here and put it. Now see what will happen. That butterfly will become bold. Once again, I need to, yeah, be a butterfly, FLY. So what is this? This content has become bold. Butterfly is coming in the bold type. Now, vibrant colors. I want to make it italic, suppose. So what I'm going to do, again the same, I am going to put I over here. Now I am going to if you all can see over here, this is the vibrant colors. Earlier, it was in a natural font. Now this has become a bit italic. See everyone. Now, I want to underline, suppose, several stages. This I want to underline. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a U tag before it. So several stages. Now see, several stages. Next, break. Wherever you are going to put BR, it will break. So the journey begins as a tiny egg. I want to have a break after it. So I am going to put BR over here. See the difference. The journey begins as a tiny egg. Whatever is coming after the BR tag will get to a new line. Now, these are the stages. I want, before this metamorphosis, a horizontal rule to be coming it up. Before this metamorphosis, I want a horizontal rule to be coming it up. So here, I am going to write HR. See, a horizontal rule is coming over here. I hope this is clear to everyone. Any doubt anyone has in this, please let me know. Okay. which tag, ma'am, used before I tag? Which tag you want me to use before I tag? Monica, ma'am, can you just specify in the chat? I will come to that point also. Now, let's come back and we are going to discuss about these things already done. Discuss about more HTML text. Till now, we have discussed about the basic tags. Let's learn about the a bit more advanced tags. Now coming to EM tag. What do you mean by EM? EM means emphasis tag. This tag is used to emphasize text and is typically displayed in italics. Then definitely you might ask me, ma'am, I tag also does the same. Why we have another tag which, see, this metamorphosis that can be displayed using I tag also, the same way. Then why we have EM tag for that? Okay, now coming to that, this is something very interesting to explain also. When you talk about italic means to make it visually appealing, we write I tag. But sometimes, see, this is a process. Metamorphosis is a process. I need to emphasize on that particular word. So when you have to do this, you are going to use the EM tag. It is actually emphasizing also. Just not visually, I am making it italic, but I am emphasizing also because this is a process. This is a process. A new term is coming to like those who are learning on that. So that's the reason we are using the EM tag over here. The way remains the same. You will start, you are going to put the block of text and then you are going to close it. So that is again a container. Purpose, I hope I made it clear the difference between I and EM. I, normal italic, whatever word, only just for visuals we are doing. Metamorphosis, visuals, it is coming italic, it's okay. But we are emphasizing on that. That is something new we are learning. That is metamorphosis, something new word. That's the reason we are using EM tag over here. Now coming back to next text, strong tag. Again the same. You are a butterfly is a beautiful insect. Butterfly, I can do it with the help of bold tag also. Yes, sir. Okay, so coming to this EM tag means visually, if you are talking about, it is going to display the things in the form of, just give me a second. Yeah. It is going to display. When you see the display, it is going to make that particular content in the italic form. But when we use it, the purpose of using is to emphasize on that word. It is just not by making the looks change. It is to emphasize. That's why it is called as emphasis tag. Otherwise, I would have used I also. Just look, I don't want to change. I want to emphasize. It's a new word coming for the students. Metamorphosis. That's why I'm using the EM tag. Same goes with the strong tag. Bold, that's okay. Bold I can make highlight the word. But I want to emphasize its importance also. Then that content we put in the strong tag. A butterfly is a beautiful insect. Butterfly, you all, and we also know that one of the very beautiful insect we have, butterfly. The process it goes to the final outcome. So I just want to give a strong emphasis on that particular word, butterfly. So at that place, we are going to use the strong tag, not just for visually making it bold, just to emphasize and to display info. Both the things are working over here. So this is the difference we have in the strong tag and the bold tag. Process remains the same. That means syntax, you are going to start strong, block of the text, and you are going to close it, as this is a container tag. Yes. Yes, Vinay, you are a bit right. It is content oriented. Yes. Not like when you talk about bold, italic, they are visually oriented. This is content plus visually oriented both. Now, as the name suggests, sub tag. Sub and sub. So this tag is used to represent text as a subscript. When you write a formula, water formula, everyone know, H2O, CO2. So when you write this, you are going to put this 2 just below the baseline. That is called as the subscript. So whenever you want to put that particular part, you are going to use subtag for that. That is known as subscript, something coming below the baseline. Usually in the chemical formulas, H2O, CO2, we have these things. Now, next, SUP, that is super. When something is coming above the baseline, we call it as the superscript. Syntax remains the same, sub or sup. Block of the text, close it. Whatever is coming inside it, if it is sub, it will be below the line. If it is sub, SUP, it is above the line. Any doubt anyone has in this till now? Okay, coming over here. So section tag. Okay. When you talk about section tag, it is used to see when you put this section tag, output is not going to differ much on that. It is used to group the content on a web page that makes it more organized. So while you are coding that particular web page, the codes you are reading, that is becoming more organized. From the output side, if you're trying to analyze that part, you won't be able to see much. But when you are seeing from the code side, then it is going to be very organized over there. That's the reason we use this section tag. Now, coming to article tag. Article tag is used to represent something which is self-content. Like if I talk about this particular project which we are making, this metamorphosis, this is a word which is a self-containing word. So if I want to write an article tag over here, that will be enough over here because this is a small box, that is a new word is coming over there, a new story is starting over there. So that type of thing we called as the article tag, and we put that content inside this article tag. Now, let me come over there. Let's do all this part, and then we are going to discuss a very important, that is division tag. Now, let's talk about first tag that we are going to do, that is emphasis tag. So when you talk about here it is coming stages of a butterfly. A butterfly life consists of 4 main stages. So I want to put it in a emphasis form. So I am going to use the EM tag. The way remains the same. You are going to start it, you are going to end it, and inside that the content will be there. Just see this. It is coming in the, we are talking about the life of a butterfly. So here, that's why I have made this as the emphasis tag. Now, life consists of 4 main stages. This has a very important meaning. So let me make it a bold in form of strong tag because I am emphasizing on that main stages. So I am going to write there as strong. This egg, larva, pupa, adult, these are also can be made strong because these are new terminology. See, egg, the students may be knowing this, larva, pupa, adult, these are something new they are going to learn. So this also we can make them in the form of strong tag. Now, talking about sub and sub tags. So let me come over here. I want to have something like this. Egg should be coming sub tag. So can you all see that? This egg and this egg has a difference. This is a normal text in the baseline. This egg is coming below the baseline. Same thing I want to do with suppose this caterpillar. I want it to be above the baseline. What's the difference? See this. This is normal text. This is coming above the baseline. Now, we have talked about section tag. So here what we are doing, we are writing about what is a butterfly. So this can be called as a particular section, first section, where I am talking about butterfly. And next, it can be another section where we are talking about the stages of butterfly. Or it can be an article also. Why? Because completely I am talking about all the four stages which are involved in this metamorphosis. So this can be a particular article about all the stages of the butterfly life cycle. But when you visually see this, see, visually it is not going to make much differences over here. No, it is not going to make. But in this, when you observe the codes, this is a section talking about what is a butterfly. This is a particular article itself is a thing where you will learn about four stages of the life cycle of a butterfly, which is known as metamorphosis. This is self-sufficient article. Any doubt anyone has till this point? Again, coming to Shilpi ma'am, bold and strong tag. Bold means you are just changing the visual appealing of that particular word, particular sentence, whatever you want. Strong means you are actually emphasizing on that. Not only visual. Visuals will change. I agree. That will become bold. But you are emphasizing over here. So here what I did, I made main stages. What are this? Because I'm talking about that four main stages. So here that I have. Okay, article tag, ma'am. Here in the output side, you are not going to see difference in that. While writing the code, if I am writing a particular content which is self-sufficient, I don't need to see above or below that particular thing. So that is the complete article about anything. So that is called as the article tag. When you read about it, it is self-sufficient to describe. EM and strong for the same word. Yes, ma'am, you can use it. No issues on that. You can use it. Now, article, again explaining article in the form of output, you're not going to get the changes. But when you see in the content part, see, I can see this when you start with this particular stages of a butterfly life cycle consists of this four stages, and this till now, metamorphosis, a complete explanation of the stages is self-sufficient. Above that, I am reading, not needed. Below it, something is needed, not needed. That particular content is self-sufficient, like a story or a blog about something. If you are writing about, suppose your 9 planets, right now 8 we have, but yeah, 8 planets if you're writing. So about Earth, you are writing a different article you can take. Next, you are writing about Mercury. So you can divide like that. So it will become very easy to discriminate on the basis of, okay, this is all about Earth, this is all about Mercury. That's the reason. Now, coming back over here, so let's discuss about a very important topic, that is a div tag. Div, as the name suggests, it is the division tag. Why it is needed? It is a really a magical box that helps you to organize and group the things on the web page. It helps you to divide the content on the web page into the groups. This we are going to use in the project now. But before that, I have something very important for all of you. Okay, so anyone would like to tell me what is the output of the following code? So let me again point out that code. I am pointing that code out. What is going to be the output of this particular code? First or second? Okay. But hello world, why only first I am getting, second is also hello world? Content to hello world, both side I am having. Yes, that's because of the B tag. It should be both. Yes, great. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, this we have also discussed. Which of the following tag is used to create largest heading? Got it. Thank you so much. H1 largest, H6 smallest. Now, just now discussed. Dive stands for division and it helps to divide the content on the web page into groups. Is it true or is it false? Wait, yes. Yes. So here is the final output we have got. So what here are egg, larva, pupa, adult that I have kept in the strong tag. Adult, it is above the line, egg below the line. So let me do that again with you all. Is it needed or I should move to the next topic? This thing's already, I think you all have got the points up. But for the students, they will be repeating the things so it becomes easy for them to understand. So yeah, got it. No issues. Again, here I have used for this egg, larva, pupa, adult. These are four main stages. So we have used strong tag, not the bold tag for that. Now coming to this simple larva and pupa, here I have used the bold tag. Just a second. Yeah. And egg, it is below the baseline, adult above the baseline. Yes, the first project we have already done. Let's come to something interesting more. Let's learn about grade 7. That is going to be your CSS, cascading style sheets. Everything needs to be styled, otherwise it is going to look very boring. Let's start with that. So what is that? That this project we are going to have, that is a project to saving endangered species. This we have taken from grade 7 book, page number 40. So here, basic, what is written, that is the text. I am going to use that as template. And then I am going to style, because writing of text, making it italic, making it bold, underline, you all are already aware about. So I am taking this as a template and then we are going to style that up. Is it clear to everyone what we are going to do right now? Basic template, I am going to take this text in the return form and then I am going to style that up. Okay, I think everyone got that point. Okay, so here, what difference you all can... Yes, yes, sir. I will do that in a while. I will do that in a while over here. Okay, what difference can you all observe over here? Anyone would like to answer? Background color, yes. Yes. So how it is done with the help of CS, styling. What is CSS? Got it. CSS stands for, as the name only suggests, cascading style sheet. It is the language used to style HTML elements. It is used to change the appearance of HTML elements such as their color, font, background image, and all that. Now, coming to how we can style these elements. So we can style them in the three format. It can be inline CSS, it can be internal CSS, or it can be external CSS. Inline CSS means when you are styling a single line of that particular page. So you are going to style that with the help of the attribute over here. So here you all can see, if you can, you are going to write the element name over here. You will write the style property, which you are styling, maybe color, maybe font size, and then you are going to close it. It will only be applied to that particular part. H1 for this H1 only. If somewhere else again the H1 is coming, it won't get styled. Only for this H1. Color is going to be red and font size is going to be 20 pixels. I will show on the screen, no issues. Internal CSS. This is used to style multiple elements. Suppose I am having H1 coming thrice in my page, or it is coming like 7 times in my page. So if I'm going to use inline, I need to style everywhere individually. Not needed. I can use internal CSS. I will style them inside the style tag wherever that H1 is coming. Everywhere that style will be applied. Now coming to the third. This is the example I'm giving. Again, I will show it on the screen. H1, red color, font size 20. So here what is happening? Wherever H1 is coming, that all are going to style with this particular properties. I don't have to individually style them. Now coming to external CSS. Here we have two different files. One, you are going to have your normal HTML file, and one you are going to have a style.css file or a CSS file, which you are going to link with the help of this link tag inside this head section. That's why I told you, meta information and this all we have inside this head. So this is that property. Any doubt anyone has till this? Let me do it on the screen and then we will be moving it up. Okay. Just give me a second for that. Let me do it on the screen with our new project. I have already a template with me. Extremely sorry, as actually I was just working with the template. So this is the template that I have. Only content is written wherever. I hope screen is visible. Yeah, this is visible properly. Yeah. So this is the template I am using. Here, content is written over here. Okay, thank you. Now let's style. Okay, first thing, sir has asked me regarding div tag. So here I have used the div tag. Now when I'm going to create the class, the explanation of that div will be clear to you. Why I have used the div tag right now, I'm just explaining a bit. I have created a division first in between heading and this particular content. This heading and content are different. So I have created a division using this div tag. Now, if I want to use, suppose, inline CSS, I just want to style this H1. First way which I can do is, my semicolon and these are not working. Just give me a minute. Again, let me share. Yeah. Okay. So here, I hope the screen is visible. Here I have used style equal to color red all the time, like COLOR. You need to remember that also. For me, always I usually make this mistake of COLOUR. So this is COLOR, the property I am writing over here, and it is changing it over here. Only it will style this H1. Suppose I have something else over here. No, it will not change. It will only change for saving endangered species because I have used an inline CSS. Suppose I want both saving endangered species and animals both to be coming in the same format. Then what I need to do is I need to style it. How I'm going to style? Then I am going to style it inside the head tag using internal CSS. Yeah, yeah. I got the point. No, yeah. This is internal CSS. Now, coming over here, I am deleting this particular thing. Now, here I am going to write the property. So, but only just writing the property, will it happen? No. Color, let me make it pink. But this will not work. Why? I have to give which element I have to style. The property, that's okay. But I have to first give which element I have to style. So I have to write in the format of, I have to style H1. Then you are going to open the brackets. And then you are going to specify what is going to be the property. It can be more than one property also. See, it has been applied to both of them. Why? Because this is an internal CSS. I hope this is clear now. External CSS, you are going to make one file for this particular, save it. Okay, that's great. And next you are going to make another file that will only have this much part. Only this much part. What is the styling part you are going to keep there? For me right now, only this much is the styling. Now, let's see the next. We will be coming on to this particular. Coming to main topics, that is third topic, classes. They play a very important role when you are working with the classes. CSS classes allows you to group the, I hope it is visible, my screen. Yes. CSS classes allows you to group the similar HTML elements to style them together. What happens with that? This saves time, especially when you have many similar elements on your web page. But always remember, for that you need to create class with a unique name. All the classes are going to have the unique name. Now, very important topic, that is CSS selectors. So basically we have 4 types of selectors. Depending how you want that styling to be done, you can choose according to your need. First, coming to the element selector. As we have already discussed, we are going to target an element by their tag name, the way we have done just right now, that I have targeted H1. Wherever H1 is coming in that particular file, everywhere the changes will take place, which is called as element selector. The way we have right now done. Next, this we have not done till now. We'll be doing this up. This is the class selector. What we are going to do? We are going to make a class. Always when you are styling the class, we are going to start it with a dot, the name of the class, and the properties. The way we keep in the normal element selector the properties, here also the property will remain the same. Wherever you want to apply that property, that will come as an attribute. So here in H1, I want to apply this particular class. So I am going to put that class as equal to heading over here. Now coming to ID selector. ID selector, it is going to, every element can have a particular ID that will be unique. And here what we are going to do, we are going to call that particular ID and we are going to define the content in it. When you are defining the specific content with it, you are going to follow it with the hash over here. I will show it on the screen. So for that, let me come back to the screen. This is the first property that we have done. That is your element selector. Now coming to second, class selector. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to make a class. So for this, class is equal to heading. I am calling a class heading over here. Now I am going to make a class dot heading. Inside the same properties I am keeping it up. Now I am going to run this code. See, pink color only in this because I have called the class in this only. I have not called it over here. That's the reason it is coming only pink. Let me change the color to green, suppose. See this. Next, ID selector. So for that, I am going to keep that particular ID. It will be done with the help of hash. Property, I am not changing. Property, I am not changing this up. So let me make it one so that it won't confuse. So again, green may make a yellow. Let me keep so that the difference can be observed properly. So I have made a proper ID with name as heading 1. Inside that, I am defining the property. Now, for this particular heading, I am calling that particular ID. Now see, the color has changed to yellow. Depending upon your need, you can decide which type of selector is going to work. Now, any doubt anyone has till now? Let's move a bit further. Very important things, that is CSS properties. CSS is used to style the HTML elements. So it consists of two main parts, property name and property value. So whenever you are giving the property, you are going to write the name followed by colon, value and semicolon. Here the background color, font size, all this comes under the category of your CSS property. Now, when you talk about background color, you are going to write the background color as the property name, followed by the property value, which type of color you want. So it is going to change the background color for that particular H1. Now, for our project, we are going to use this peach puff as the background color. So let me come over here. Now what I want, this is yellow, better to keep it red. Now, I want a peach puff background color to be coming over here. So what I'm going to do is in this styling only, I'm going to call my body element and will style it. What I want, background color. So if you write just background, you'll be able to see a proper menu is coming. You can just select that up, which color you want. Suppose I want yellow, suppose. Semicolon is compulsory. It will come as yellow. For our project, we want, suppose, proper name, you should be knowing that up. So this is the one coming. Now, next. Color. When you want to change the color of the text, you are going to use the color property over here. You will write COLOR, semicolon, and the property value. That can be dark red, whatever color you want. So if I want the complete, this all things to be changed into red in color, the here dark red. So I am going to use the P. Why P? Because all these things comes under the paragraph and I am using it in the color dark red. So let me show that over here. Color. Dark blue is also the option. Check this out. See, it is coming in blue color. Complete. Why complete? Because P is starting from here. P is starting from here. So before that, animals and saving endangered species won't be coming in blue color because that is not applicable over here. Now coming back to next. Now, can anyone spot the difference between 1 and 2? Coming to Sar's point. Anyone can spot title color? Yes. Yes, title color is same as your this particular text color, heading color. Yes. Yes. Now coming to that. Here we are styling P and H1 both together with the same properties. So here we are going to use the div tag. So div tag, what I'm going to do, I will create a division that we have already created. Going to create a class, matter goal, yeah. So going to create a class and call it inside this div tag. Whatever is inside the div tag will change its properties according to the class. So let me do it over here only. We have already created the div tag, but I have created it in the form of only this particular paragraph. Let me change it a bit. I am starting it over here, div tag. So this is my starting of div tag. It is ending over here. So what is happening? This H1 and this paragraph, everything will come inside the div tag. I want that also to be blue in color. So for that, I have to again write a property. No, it's not needed. So what I'm going to do is here, just I am going to make a class content. Any name you can give, no matters. Dot needs to be there. Now I am going to call the class inside this div class. So all the properties which this content has will come to this particular division section. See this. I hope this dive is clear now. One of the teacher has asked, I think. Yes, Arpit sir, is this clear? If I want to style this all these things with a particular styling, so I will create a div section, will call the class, and they all will be styled together. Otherwise, I need to style them separately. Here we have only one H1 and P. I can have H2, H3, more number of P's. Everything will be styled according to what is there in the class. I hope this is clear. I'm able to answer Arpit's questions. Okay, no issues. I'm not getting the answer from him, but that's okay. No problem. It's okay. Thank you so much, sir. No issues. Div section is clear to everyone. This is very important when you talk about this CSS. The properties, we have next properties, that is text align. We can align the text in the form of right, left, wherever you want. That is done with the help of text align, colon, left, right, center, whatever you want. So I can align the text in the center path. I will show you right now also over here. Next, let me show first. So can everyone see that this all text is aligned towards the left hand side? I want this complete text to be aligned in the center. So what I'm going to do is in the content only. Why? Because this is the class which is always over here. Only I'm going to write the text align. Text align, wherever you want to align, suppose in center. See the difference. This portion will be center aligned because I have done that in the content, and content is coming in this division only. Saving endangered species is not included in that. Is this clear to everyone? Now coming to that, this is a okay. What color will be the text over here? If we are styling it as like this, what is going to be the color of this particular? Anyone can tell me? Green. Okay. Okay, fine. Black. Answer is black. That's right. Why? Yeah, that's a confusing question only. See, reason I'm telling you. Black is Why I am writing H1 hello world as the content, but I am styling H2. Content is hello world, styling H2, so color will not change for H1. See, I'm styling H2 over here, not styling H1. I have to write H1 for green color over here. Content is H1, style is H2. So here it will be default color. Okay, no issues. Which HTML tag is used to define internal CSS? Script or style? Okay, okay, got it, got it. It is style. Script is for JavaScript. Now, CSS stands for creative style sheets, cascading style sheets. Got it, no issues. No issues. So this is almost our final output we have got. Now, any doubts do we have? Any doubts? Now, last, would like to take, this is something, a very important thing that I would like to discuss over here. A bit fast, I'm going to take over here. Image 1 and image 2, what is the difference we have? Can anyone tell me the difference we have? Color, yes. Something else also I have. In image 1, that is color formatting, yes. But this image added, yes. Images, like they are colors, that they are more appealing. How we can do that? So for adding images, how can you do that? That is the project we are continuing with this. That is from grade 7 only. Template and everything is same we are going to have. What we are going to do, we are going to add the images. So there are two ways to add images. That can be a simple image using image type, or that can be a complete background image. So coming to that, see the output with image or without image. I know that with image it is going to look much better. So what is the syntax for that? For that, we are going to use img tag. For that, we are using img tag. img src. src means source. Equal to, you are going to put the URL of that particular image inside the quotes, close it. Now, for background image, you are going to write a particular thing, that is the background image, colon, URL, you are going to put that direct link inside the bracket. The syntax is a bit different. Always remember, if you are talking about a normal image, it is going to be img src. If you are talking about a background image, it is going to be complete background image. URL, direct link or directory path if it is you are using it from your system. Now, just give me a minute. I will show that on the screen. That is going to be much better. Suppose after this saving endangered species, I want to add an image. So what I'm going to do is I am going to write img src. Let me, I have already the address copied with me. So I'm just pasting it up over here because we need add image link over there. Then only we'll be able to see that out. So just give me a minute. I just copied the URL of this particular image and pasted it up. This is a your normal image. Now I want to add a background image, suppose. So wherever you want to add the background image, I want to add it in the complete body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write background image. URL. Just let me copy that also. I need to copy the URL for that also. See this. I have copied the URL for background image. This is the one we are having for our project. Now looking much better. Yes. Now we can style also this images can, as this is CSS so styling, so we can style this images also. So that we are going to discuss in the next session. So today I will just like to summarize what we have discussed. We have discussed about all the basic HTML tags, more advanced HTML tags, the difference why where we are using EM, why we are using EM, why where we are using italic, bold, that we have discussed. Then we came to CSS, discussed about the linkage, how we are putting the CSS. Then we have discussed about the selectors. Then we have discussed about some of the properties of the CSS. Then in the last, started with the image background as well as a normal image. Any doubt anyone has? We are open right now for that. Any doubts? We don't have any doubts till now. No doubts. Okay. Do we need uh, do we need something over like? Yes, sir. We will try that. We will try that. Thank you so much, everyone. It was really nice meeting you all. Yes. Yes, sir. You will be going to get that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Any doubt do we have? Please let me know. We will be coming up in the next sessions which we are going to style the images, and then we will be working with form and all. This recording, yes, yes, it is going to be on YouTube. Yes. Anyone has any doubt? Do we have any procedure for forms and all over here? No, no issues. Okay. I hope everyone, thanks a lot. Hoping for a more fruitful session. Thank you so much, Arpit sir. Yes, definitely. Today we have tried to cover the basics chapter of 6th and 7th, and this has the coming in grade 8 basics also. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Everyone have a great day ahead. It's really nice meeting you all. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Bye.